Alright guys, let's go ahead and let's submerge the boat. We already gone to alarm, yeah. Alright. Just wanna double check. We have Kraus going through the torpedoes here, making sure they are maintained as we close in here. And we're down to periscope depth. Alright, let's go dead slow. Raise the periscope. Kraus, keep maintaining those torpedoes, buddy. Fisher, need you on the listening room. And let's look through the scope here, shall we? Destroyer right there, front and center. This is definitely a nice sized convoy right here. That's like a freighter right there. It's a destroyer over there. Go up just a little more. Looks to be a freighter right there. Hit freighter. Freighter. Alright, lots of freighters. There's a destroyer right there. Alright. Contain 2-4. Alright. So we got several freighters spotted and destroyers. We're just gonna keep closing in here. Just easing our way in. I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer before we go to silent running. So I want you to bring the periscope down a little more. Sticking up a little too far there for my liking. Alright, so ease on in here. Weather is quite choppy this evening, so I'll make it slightly more difficult. The sky is kind of bright out, which I wish it was quite a bit darker. Help us out a little bit. So it's a little bright out and waves are quite choppy, so not helping us out a whole lot here. Let's see. I do want to check, actually. Give me a echo sounder reading. I want to check and see what the depth here is. 112 meters. Ooh, we got quite a bit of room there. That's always nice. So, alright. Let's keep chugging along. gonna look and see if I can see any like make out any tankers or larger warships or anything. Right now, I'm just seeing a bunch of freighters and a few destroyers. We're getting pretty close to the front escorts of this convoy here, so I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go silent running. And probably lower the periscope a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, silent running is enacted. And lowered the periscope. Our torpedoes are still pretty maintained. I'm gonna get in a little bit closer. Wait till we get past the escorts before I have Kraus maybe mess with the torpedoes again if they are in fact needing to be maintained by that point. Hopefully they'll actually still be pretty good by the time we get in here and get ready to fire a few shots. But the depth on the kill is a little over 100 meters. Hopefully it stays that way and we'll have quite a bit of room to play with. Oh. Another submarine at 25 degrees. That's... We have a friendly U-boat, sounds like. This convoy. Hopefully we will be able to engage the enemy before they alert them. That would suck if they were alerted as we're infiltrating this convoy. We're still inching in a little closer. See, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna order the captain to drop the periscope because we don't need it right now. We're just gonna ease our way in here, and we will raise it again whenever we go to engage the enemy. Well, I hear the sounds of bells and alarms going off, so that's not good. Not sure. I didn't hear any echo sounder readings, so I don't know. Hopefully, I'm gonna have Schneider here and maintain on the depth keeping station. Well, we got flares on the left aft of the convoy. It looks like our friendly submarine did in fact engage the enemy, or they were detected as they were preparing to engage the enemy over here. So let's see if we can play our cards right. Hopefully they haven't detected us yet, and most of these escorts will in fact go over there to deal with that and be distracted by them. That would be nice. I did not want the periscope up that high. Why was the periscope up that high? I don't know. Yep. Store 45 degrees. Yep. Okay. Let's see. So our torpedoes are still quite a bit maintained actually. So I don't know. Maybe we won't have to maintain them. I do want to go through and go ahead and make sure the TDC is in fact set up. Make sure I am in fact. Yeah, I'm only gonna fire one torpedo. Double check and make sure I have it set on this. Just change it to tube 1. Active bearing transmitter. Attack periscope. There we go. Salvo type off. Launch lever. Bridge. Alright. So we have it set up to fire tube 1. We're just gonna go through them. So yeah, we got lots of flares going off now. I don't want to stick my periscope up too high. Biggest worry is this guy right here who looks like they are turning towards us. Or are they turning away? Yeah, they're turning towards us. Let's
diese Koordinaten setzen.
Betrachten Sie es als erledigt,
I think.
Herr Lloyd.
Let's see, echo sounder. What's echo sounder at? Me reading.
Tiefe unter Kiel.
128 meters. All right, I think we're gonna dive the boat. We're gonna try and maneuver over here. I want to try and avoid the escorts, which is turning towards us right now, and I want to try. I'm hoping that we can slip under the escort and they will go right by us and try to engage our friendly U-boat. Hopefully, they won't detect us. And if we get lucky enough for that to happen, we will pop up after they've long passed us, and we should have a gap in the escort screen then to engage the merchant ships. So that's my plan. We shall see if it pans out like that. Alright, we've come back up to periscope depth. As you can see, the destroyers have they're kind of off to our right, messing around. We got a freighter directly behind us here, and we got lots of freighters over here. I'm hoping that they will continue to leave. So we're gonna hopefully exploit this advantage here if my guys would in fact get the boat straight situated. But whoo, no, don't stick the periscope up that high. It's always a pain trying to when you come up to periscope depth because they're not exactly the best at it. Alright, so here we go. Check this out. We got the Empire Fisher here, so it's definitely an Empire type freighter. See the third mast in the center is taller than the rest. It's gonna be that right there, Empire Explorer. Alright, so let's see if we can go ahead and get a rough guesstimation of their speed. Normally, in my experience, the Empire type freighters are normally going around somewhere between 5 and 5.5 knots when they're actively trying to evade uh, submarines and torpedoes and whatnot. So that's where I am estimating their speed to be roughly somewhere between 5 and 5.5, if I had to guess. No, that seems a little fast. Could be. Well, they're straightened up. Yeah, they straightened up right there. So let me see what it sets it at in the targeted ship speed. We'll lower that a little bit. I don't feel I could fire 2 torpedoes just to be safe. Let's just shoot the first one out. Let's double check, make sure it's all set up. Yep, set up for tube 1. So flood tube 1, which is in fact the G7E T2. Let's go ahead and we'll get another rough guesstimation. Distance roughly 618. Let's just go ahead and round it out to 600 meters distance because they're pretty close. Angle on bow is almost 90 degrees. Probably, well, yeah, let's go 89, roughly somewhere in there.
Lage 8-9 links.
Come on, come on, come on. Gyro angle is synchronizing and fire. And heard sounds of depth charges some distance away. So
Bis Torpedoeinschlag.
our U-boat friend is not having a very good time out there. Alright, tube 2.
30 Sekunden.
Let's see if that Yeah, it's not gonna. It looks like it'll hit, but it's not gonna be at the best angle. There, we're gonna keep running out here.
Diese
All
Koordinaten
the escorts are out over here, so we're gonna keep.
10 Sekunden bis
Right now, we got a gap on this side that we're going to exploit. Come on, can we get a hit? Can we get a hit?
Torpedoversager.
Oh my gosh, torpedo was a dud. You. Oh no. All right, let's see. What is the next ship? Yeah, this one behind this is already kind of past us there at a more extreme angle. Oh, that was... So we were pretty accurate with our guesstimations there, but unfortunately the torpedo was a dud. So, yeah, we're just gonna keep... We're gonna keep going out here.
Kurs setzen.
Wird erledigt, Herr Kaloi.
Oh, that's so disappointing. See, let me double check and make sure the rest of these don't need to be maintained. Actually, see, they really do. Okay, Kraus, once you maintain tubes 3, Snyder, see, we don't have any escorts close to us right now, correct? Yeah, they're all kind of away from us. So, alright, Snyder, I want you to take care of the stern torpedo. Go ahead and we'll slightly increase our speed just a little bit. I do want to lower the periscope though. So let's go ahead and lock on this ship. It's a freighter. I see the King Post on the back. Empire Tower, that's going to be it. Alright, let's see if we can't. Let's go ahead and guesstimate this. Come on, Waves. Cooperate with me. Cooperate with me, please. And begin. See, their speed kind of increases a little bit as they straighten up from that turn. They obviously go a little bit slower while they are turning, so they can kind of throw off the speed measurements a little bit whenever they're starting to straighten up or ease their turns. So, alright, torpedo at 2.5 is maintained. And stop.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Geschwindigkeit 7.
See here. What do we have here? What was the speed? 6.8 knots. Yeah, we'll just slightly go down a little bit farther. That we'll just say 6.5, just to try and compensate for the turn-in. Like I said, it is kind of a guesstimation game, but all right, we do have it set up for 2-3 Kraus, or sorry, 2-2. So we did already flood tube 2, correct? Yes, we did. Alright, tube 2 is flooded. And launch mode is set up for tube 2. So, alright, distance. Kind of guesstimated there. Yeah, it's pretty close right there. 1171. We'll just put it right around 1100 meters. It's about the time that
Entfernung zum Ziel 1,
gyro angle
0
gets set up, that'll be closer to that probably. Alright, so we're not quite 90 on the angle on bow. I'll be somewhere between 88 and 89. We'll just set it there, somewhere roughly. Alright, gyro angle is synchronized, and 2-2, fire.
Los!
Alright, now flood 2.5. We're going to switch over to the stern receiver. 2.5 is selected, and parallax mode backward. Here she is. It is this one right here, correct? Yes, it is. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll slow down just a touch. Alright, and this one is going to be another Empire Explorer velocity. We're going to guess the same. To do like 6.5, somewhere in there.
Aktualisieren.
6.6.
Geschwindigkeit 7 Knoten.
Not gonna be much of a difference between. Is that gonna hit? Yeah, I think it's gonna hit. I might need to. Probably might have to lower the speed just a touch more, actually. So 6.6, 6.3. We'll do that. All right. Now this ship is a little more extreme of a angle on bow, which is
Aktualisieren. Entfernung
not best.
zum
We're gonna
Ziel.
wait until she turns back to port just a little bit.
20 Sekunden.
Right now she's turning to starboard a little bit still. So we'll wait till she turns back to
Treffer.
port. And we did get a hit on that ship.
Schwere
Love to
Schäden.
see it. And we still have lots of freighters out here off to our right that we are going to engage after we do this. Alright, here we go. She's swinging back towards port. Let's recheck our distance just a little bit. 550.
Aktualisieren.
Just change it. We'll just do
Entfernung zum Ziel 5, 5, 1 Meter.
round it down because they'll be a little bit closer here in a second.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Entfernung 5, 0, 0 Meter.
Angle on bow is roughly out here.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Gegnerlage 8, 2, rechts.
Alright, let's see. Well, kind of out of sync right now again. Let me double check. Just slow down. Just I like to double check and triple check measurements. All right, it's gone down about 540, so we'll just go say 525 by the time it gets ready.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren.
Angle on bow is
Entfernung
it's pretty close.
5
East,
Meter.
yeah, 87 somewhere in there.
Aktualisieren.
And obviously speed, we'll do 6.3. Just make sure it's updated in there.
Gegnerfahrt 6 Knoten.
And gyro received and fire.
Los. 40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Alright, so back to the forward mode.
10 Sekunden.
Alright, 2, 3,
Natürlich, Herr
swing back out to the right.
6, 2 Grad. 20 Sekunden.
There we go. We're gonna go down here.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
That should be another hit, hopefully. There she is.
10 Sekunden.
Come on, can we get another hit? There we go. Perfect, perfect. Alright, we got 2 hits. 2 out of 3 hits. Well, let's see what I want. Do we have another torpedo in the stern? Yes, we do. Alright, Kraus, I want you to come back here. Reload that. Maintain and load. Release all the torpedoes in our tubes right now, and then we are gonna get out while the getting is good. I don't want to stay too long and risk getting taking damage again like we did on our last patrol. No need to push it. We can fire off these 2 torpedoes here, and we get hits on these, and that'll be 4 ships struck by torpedoes. So not too bad. All right, and the crew evacuates the ship. Which ship is that? I'm assuming it's gonna be this one. Could be. But we're gonna come out here. Actually, I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna increase speed a little bit more. I want to make sure we get between this ship and those there. I do just want to keep an eye out for any other destroyers that may be closing by. Hopefully, I don't see any. I still see all the flares going up out over that way. So it looks like they're all still over there. I see. I see a few destroyers right there. destroyers out over here still. So it's my plans. Fire our stern torpedo at this ship here, the Empire 7, and then see if we can fire off our last two at these ships down over here maybe, and then get out while we can. Want to try and get out without getting detected or taking any damage again, like I said. So swing back around Empire 7. I think she's still zigzagging. Yep. Velocity. I have it set at 6.3. We'll just go somewhere around there again, roughly. Alright. And 2.5 is ready, correct? Yes, it is. Alright. 5 depth. Yeah.
War 5.
4 meters is good. But yeah, and she's turning back towards us, so she's gonna be nice and close by the time we get set up to fire. No, I think she's starting her turn back to port now. Yes, she is. Alright, so let's get a rough estimation of her distance. 507 is increase to 500.
Aktualisieren. Entfernung 5.
Thing on bow is gonna be
0 Meter.
closer to 70, 75.
Aktualisieren. Gegnerlage 7, 4, rechts.
Do this for now and keep tracking them. There we go. Hang on, bow's looking much better, much better. Let's get another reading on the range real quick. 503, yeah, we'll just leave it at 500. 500 is good. Hang on, bow is about probably around 87 degrees ish.
Aktualisieren. Gegnerlage
Alright,
8.
gyro angle,
Bug
sync,
rechts.
and fire.
Los. 40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Alright, so hopefully that's pretty close. Go back to forward mode
30 Sekunden.
and go back to, was it 2-3, correct? Yes. 2-3, and this is T1.
20 Sekunden. Rohr 3 verwässert. 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag. Feindliches Schiff
There we go, there we go. Hit number 3. Now, second ship we hit is, well, yeah, she sunk, but it looks like the other ship that we, the first ship that we hit is actually still afloat. I'm sorry, no, we got a duck. No, that's correct. Never mind. Alright, so yep, I think we're gonna swing out. We're gonna hit this ship over here. Lock on this ship. Alright. Empire Tower again. So velocity, we're gonna do the same. The speeds seem to be working out, so 6.3. Double check and make sure we got all that updated. And we're gonna keep closing in. A little bit at a time.
Besatzung evakuiert das Schiff.
Crew evacuates the ship. Alright, so crew of the Empire 7 there has evacuated the ship. I'm gonna fire at this one, the Empire Thunder. Alright. I'm gonna change. We're gonna fire on this one from a little bit farther away, so I'm gonna change the speed on the torpedo 40 knots since this is a T1. 40 knots depth. Target ship speed is 6.3 knots. Alright. There we go. And she's swinging back to starboard a little bit. It's trying to straighten up a little bit now. 1,045, it'll be about 1,000. Let's do
Schussunterlagen
kilometer.
aktualisieren. Entfernung zum Ziel.
And
1,
we're off on the left side.
0
Angle on
Meter.
bow is around 83.5. Sure, we'll do that for now. It'll be, it's getting ready to be closer to 90 here in a second.
Bug links.
Honestly, we can go ahead and adjust it more towards closer to 90. It's already out there, really. 87.5, sure.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Winkel 8, 7. Bug links.
Power angle synchronize, and 2, 3, fire.
Los.
Alright, let's swing back out to the left, because we're gonna have to swing around in order to fire at this ship right here.
Wird erledigt, Herr Kaloi.
30 Sekunden.
Kraus, I want you to go ahead and reload some of these. Alright.
20 Sekunden. Sekunden bis Einschlag. Feindliches Schiff getroffen.
Hey, there we go. We got another hit.
Schwere Schäden.
Alright, guys, we got 3 for 3 on hit so far. So I'm going to keep swinging around, keep swinging around.
Diese Koordinaten setzen.
Natürlich, Herr Kaloi.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
I'm going to.
Ist erledigt, Herr Kaloi.
Alright. I'll do a scan here for destroyers. I think we're gonna fire this last torpedo at this ship right here close to us, and then we are going to bug out the destroyer right there. It looks like that destroyer is closing in, maybe. Like most of them, we do have one back here towards the back. They're coming for us. Yeah, we're gonna fire off our last torpedo right here. Is it this ship right here? I think it is. Double check. Yes, it is. All right.
Langsame Fahrt voraus.
Actually, reverse, because
Kleine Fahrt zurück.
they're turning towards us, so it's gonna be too close. We're gonna be within the minimum arming distance, which is not gonna be good.
Halbe Fahrt zurück.
Nope. I ain't want to go faster. I want to go dead slow astern. Yep, a destroyer over there that is searching for us. Alright, so just keep the 6.3 that we've been shooting at. It's been pretty close right there. Distance is 697, so just round up 700.
Aktualisieren.
Angle on bow.
7, 0 Meter.
But this, they're right at 90.
Aktualisieren. Die Besatzung evakuiert das Schiff. Winkel 9, 0. Rechts.
And two. Oh, nope. Gyro angle went out of sync. Nope, don't do that. Ooh. I'm glad I didn't hit fire yet. That would have been bad. Alright. Probably not quite 95. They're like 93.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren.
Guesstimating.
Gegnerlage.
Alright.
9, 3.
720.
Aktualisieren. Entfernung zum Ziel 7, 5, 0 Meter. Lage
And
9,
fire.
7, rechts. Los.
Alright,
Halbe
Now.
voraus.
let's go away.
6.
Bitte nicht, Herr Kaloid.
Fired our torpedo there. Hopefully that will find its targets.
Koordinaten setzen.
Track looks pretty good right now.
40 Sekunden.
Ooh, I
bis
had this
Torpedoeinschlag.
sitting up a lot higher than I realized I did. That's not good. Yep. Alright, time to get out of Dodge. Oh! Oh no. Was a miss. Oh. Tube 1 loaded. Do we want to risk?
Kurs setzen.
Bitte nicht, Herr Kaloid.
Screw it, we'll go for a Hail Mary here. Why not? Tube 1, flood. Torpedo speed is 30 knots.
Rohr 1 bewässert.
Let's bump the speed up just a touch. Try and compensate for
Gegnerfahrt 6.
angle and distance is probably off just a little bit. $850, so it'll be closer to 900 in a second.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Entfernung zum
Angle
Ziel
on bow
0 Meter.
is just past 90. 92.5, we'll call it right there.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Gegnerlage 9, 3, rechts.
Our angle is synchronizing. Come on, come on. Let's see, double check. 820, okay, yeah.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Lage 9, 1.
Alright, come on, come on, come on. Try our angle and synchronize.
0 Meter.
Oh, it's because I know why. Well, let me fire because I don't have it set to tube 1. Thank you. Alright, and tube 1, fire.
Los.
Alright, now let's go.
5.
Natürlich, Herr Kaloid.
They did quite a bit of turn right there. But hopefully that will find its mark.
20 Sekunden. Sie gehen unter. 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Alright guys, so we got a hit on that one, so not too bad. Let's see, we fired all 4 bow torpedoes. Alright guys, so we have come back up to the surface. We sat on the bottom for a little bit, just trying to wait and see if the convoy will go on past us. The escorts searched around for us for quite a bit and never pinged us or discovered us, so looks like we got out just in time. I think we're gonna do a little scan here just to double check and make sure. this is a freighter that hasn't completely sunk yet.
Sinkendes
Still
Wrack.
sitting there, sinking right there. Needs funnel smoke from the convoy there. Like no ships around us. Had a couple ships that went off in this direction somewhere too. I think they are gone as well. Yep, I don't see anybody. So, alright. We're gonna disable silent running and we're gonna surface the boat.
Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
Gonna increase speed a little bit. Captain, why don't you go ahead and drop the periscope since we don't need it anymore.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Alright, let's slow up. We'll go dead slow. Alright. But just put a few rounds in here. Hopefully that'll be enough to sink her. Okay, there we go. Empire 7 sunk. A confirmation there. Okay, and we'll send off all of those. Alright, investigate.
Kurs setzen.
We'll investigate these. So,
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
go ahead and half ahead. Alright, there we go. Confirmation. Empire Sailor sunk. So, 5 ships sent to the bottom of the ocean.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Not too bad. So, alright, well, we are gonna turn course down here to investigate last known coordinates of our U-boat friend. So, go ahead and we'll return everyone to their stations and whatnot. We do have an upgrade point for our captain here.
Ja.
Go ahead and do that. Remaining skill points. What do we want to do? Motor recoil stabilization increases. Link cards with the crew increases morale by 25%. The presence of this officer during various events increases success chance of persuasion checks. Also, when this officer is assigned to command station, the stress growth on the ship is slowed by 10% and a further 10% for each sailor assigned to him. That's a pretty good one right there. Add courage to the rest of the crew, and there are no negative effects from it. That one's pretty good. Navigator, oh, don't really need that. Management, can recruit an additional sailor. That's pretty good. I think we're gonna go personal skills for him. That sounds like a pretty solid one to me. So, yeah, we're gonna turn course to the south now to investigate the last known coordinates or area of our lost U-boat. Most likely they are sunk, but we are going to investigate anyways. So I'll see you guys whenever we get there.